Milio, the new support champion, has been released onto the PvE, and do you want me to be honest, he is 100%, without a doubt, at every single level of play, pretty fine. Let me break down his abilities for you real quick. His passive lets every ability that touches an ally enchant them, making their next ability or attack damage deal a little bit extra damage. His Q lets him boot a fiery ball at the enemy. If it hits an enemy, it bounces with them into the air, knocking them back and then doing some damage and slowing in the AoE. His W puts down the cutest little boy that follows whoever you set it to around, increasing their attack range by a percentage and healing them over time. His E is a shield that grants someone movement speed, and his ultimate is basically reverse Amumu ultimate. It's an AoE that cleanses all of your allies in the area out of CC, healing them in the process but not cleansing Milio himself. He is insanely simple, but I like him a lot. So thank you for clicking on this video. If you missed Daily Ross, the second channel has daily posts to fill the void that you might have, and please check out our clothing line Psycho Apparel if you are looking to just pick up some of our clothes that have been recently restocked. It supports me and the channel a lot. We still have some Cowboy Bebop stuff, although for how much longer that remains in stock is to be seen. It supports me, it supports the channel. Let's just have some fun with Milio. That's rough, for sure. You want me to leash the enemy jungler? I can leash the enemy jungler, yeah. Alright, okay, fine. I'll go leash the enemy jungler. Okay, right, well, I'll come help. Alright, are you starting blue? I'll come help you, blue. Alright, I guess we're gonna go help the enemy jungler. Okay, we're playing Milio today. Quite exciting stuff. Newest champion coming out, the League of Legends. Now, you might think, Ross, what are you doing? Enemy jungler forgot smite, so I'm gonna help with the leash on blue buff here. This could end up being the death of me, but I will die knowing that I was just trying to help the enemy jungler, because I've done a ceasing fire on the enemy jungler. Let them get their stuff, let them get themselves back into action to some degree. Maybe let them soak some Wayne XP if possible. This is like the newest full enchanter champion. You know what? I'm surprised to see there's quite a lot of hype revolving around him. Oh, I got the bounce on him as well. Oh, sheesh. The shield is got charges, quite low cooldown as well. Well, it's low cooldown because it's got charges, I suppose. But I'm gonna f***ing scream. How sad is that? All right, well, we're going toe to toe. We're going toe to toe in the damn octagon here. Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. After all this is how you bite the hand that feeds. Oh well, no, that was unfortunate. He's not exactly like a high impact laner. As far as I can gauge, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I have no idea. From like what I'm seeing, like how much, there's only so much you can do with like, I guess, you know what, it does a little slow and it knocks him back, but it hits like the first target, so it's not necessarily like hitting a champion. I don't know. I'm not tuned into like what high elo players think is good or bad, you know? Kind of similar with Bard, but I think Bard is just, for what Bard does, better than this, you know? Plus he's like way better at roaming than I would presume Milio is, because he can go through walls and stuff, right? So like, you know what, I like little enchanters, and you know what, also I'm just a big fan of these little sprites. Also, I'm a big fan of how Milio hits the damn stanky leg. Why? So his W is this, so it will heal a little bit over time, but also increases the attack range. Could be really good actually on Jhin, on your Tristanas, maybe on your Caitlyn's. I mean, it could be great. I mean, let's be honest, attack range on anybody is just a good time. Okay, I'm kind of glad that for whatever reason Alistar did not go for Jhin and instead went for me. I'm living my best life currently. Okay, I biffed that big time. That was a really nice dodge from Professor Bjorn. Lane. I'm just saying, you frick around, you find out, buddy. Shoot him. I believe. Yes! I gave him the... I probably should have shot him myself. I think he would have been okay, but... I made the executive decision. I was like, if I shoot him, maybe, just maybe he gets the kill. And he actually did. The mad lad. You know what? Give me Lock of the Iron Solari. They got quite a lot of magic damage on that team. So... Plus, I mean, Aurelion Sol, little Locket, can't necessarily... Oh! Okay! That Noob Master kind of popping off, man. What the hell? I'm assuming this doesn't go over terrain. Oh, it does go over terrain. Okay, I don't know why I thought it wouldn't. I should probably apologize as well. Just like a preemptive apology. When this goes on YouTube, the guy that does my thumbnails is currently in Australia, mate. So there's a very solid chance this is not going to have a fancy thumbnail. and it's going to be my own attempt. And the thumbnails on the main channel, I think, have been fantastic recently. So it's going to be a bit of a downgrade. It's going to, and I see a bit of a downgrade. It's going to be one hell of a downgrade. It's going to be one fucking hell of a downgrade. But he's having a great time in Australia with his partner, playing Digimon cards. I'm fucking going for it, bro. Okay, I'm swagging out, man. Oh, I didn't get the ignite off. That's so sad. Increased range. Increased range. Okay. Where am I going? Where am I going? There's no minions. We gotta be careful because like we got potential Aurelian Sol angle here. I was right. Can I make the thumbnail? Okay, Riz. Do we put the fate of the YouTube views into the hands of Rizlord and Endrex? Honestly, listen. If by the end of this stream you can come up with something, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. 1280 by 720 is the dimensions of which the thumbnail. Yeah, it's a, just so we're clear, yeah, this is something worth bringing up. The Milio's range increase is percentage based. If you're melee, you're getting 10% of the small amount of range that you have. Don't expect that you're gonna be like Darius if you freeze frame him during his ultimate, where his arms are like 10 feet long and he's just stretched up into the sky. Pianta makes his thumbnails in MS Paint. Yeah, but him and Darkmane have like cornered the market of like funny, like funny ironic thumbnails though. I did a thumbnail like that one time, and it was when Pianta was in my video, and it was like the worst performing video I had in quite a long time. I don't know why, but I think it was because people were like, oh, this person's just stealing Pianta's style, which is true, but it's because he was in the video. So I was like, well, that could be a fun crossover. I don't know. So here's the thing that I'm now realizing. There's not like a lick of CC on the enemy team that I think I can even cleanse here. Yumi doesn't have a snare anymore. Okay, Aurelian Sol ulti. Yes. Alistair, no. Apart from his E. Tam Q, when he hits you with all the stacks, I suppose. But it's not a lot, you know? I guess, you know what? It's not like it's useless, because it's still a heal. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I knocked him back. I knocked him back. Ah! Oh, he still goes down. Oh, that's still death. Milio gets his first blood. Ooh. Oh, dude, I greeted for that. I greeted for that so hard. Milio, honestly, just, I know that like we played one game. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more time to get like the grips with him and have, you know. But I will say, he's kind of fun, man. And sorry, am I over exaggerating by saying he's kind of fun? I'm enjoying him. I'm enjoying him thoroughly. I like enchanters, man. Especially like any enchanter that has a possibility of having an ability that like can be you can be aggressive with it or make some cool plays. Holy crap, man. Ooh. That trap's gonna do numbers, dude. Numbers. I wish I could give Riot a champion idea. Alright, Bob Sag Tits. Let me hear it. You have been given the keys to the castle. Mr. Beast has just donated $100 million to Riot Games, and they've said, we want Bob Sag Tits to put it. We're picking one Mr. Beast subscriber. Who are you putting in? I can't wait to hear. Because you know it's going to be the most insane thing you've ever heard. Or, like, perfectly reasonable. And nowhere in between. I'm going to be honest, man. I've tried my damn best. I've tried my damn best. Ooh, he sucked me up. Knock him. Dude, I'm a slippery little boy. Skirt. Get back in the Anivia Ultimate with you. His name, okay, here it is, right? So this is the chatter's idea. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I tried again. I'm running. His name is Garber, and he's on Alchemist. His QWE combine into combinations that give his ADC a different potion based on the inputs, and his ult applies the combined potion to the whole part of the buffed effect. You know what, man? Like, that's like not insane, which is, I'm proud of you, like, quite frank. That sounds like an incredibly difficult champion, though, I will say. There are champions like that, like Invoker, I believe is quite similar to that in Dota 2. Not with like potions, but like does he not combine runes or something like that? Like he can combine his QWE into certain effects. I could be imagining this. Invoker is kind of the thought. Okay, oh, that's cool. I'm glad I remembered that. I've never played Invoker because I have been told to know better than to do that. But yeah, I'm shielding you, Bozo. Not Bozo. Why did I call you Bozo? I'm sorry. I don't know why I called. Don't know why I said that to. Oh, there you go. Shoot you off. Ooh, Golazio! Okay. Lovely. That's not an insane champion idea because it exists in another game. Probably the least new player. Can you imagine? Do you know what? That'd be funny, right? Like, come up with a champion like that, and then what they do is they put him in the tutorial as a joke. Because, I mean, the tutorial is already completely nothing like the game is, for the most part. It couldn't be further from the truth. So, just put a champion that's like, you know, Faker scratching his head at the most complicated champion of all time. That'd be a nice little joke. Just do it on April Fool's Day or something. Ooh, that tongue almost got me, mister. Careful what you're doing with that thing. Careful with throwing that thing around, man. I don't actually remember Wild Rift's tutorial, but it doesn't take much for me to believe that it's much better than whatever Riot's packing, to be honest. Don't suck me up. Ooh. Oh, dude, it's still following me. It's not healing me, though. Oh, I'm still out here. Dude, this damn Kenj wants to lick me up, man. What the heck? Thank you for playing this game out, though. Okay, can I just say? I understand the want to just get out this game is probably quite strong, but I appreciate you playing it out. At least I can get a feel. I think that, like, they're doing really well, and their jungler, I mean, Alistar's just a useful guy, right? Like, regardless, but they're doing really well, and they're like, you know, basically down a teammate as far as XP and money is concerned. I think we'd be having a very, 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 very tough time if they were, like, if they had a jungler, like, you know? So, gotta give, like, credit where credit is due here. Listen, even though you're 0-7, the Kaisa is kicking ass, and that's in no small part because there's a lot of disruption happening from yourselves, you know? Like, Aurelian ulti is still Aurelian ulti. Like, your black hole is really sick, and it does a lot of, like, disruption. Like, everybody's putting in the work here, you know? And the score is much closer than I ever thought it would be. There was parts of this game where I was like, oh no, we might lose. Oh, we might lose this game, actually. I didn't want to say it, and I didn't say it, but there's a part of me that was like, oh no, it is what it is. Smoke through it! We can do that! I'm dead. I'm so close to dead. Stream League of Legends to your friends. No thanks. You know what? I'll put on some 100 gex. How about that? I'll give him a try. What's his most popular song? Money Machine. It's different. Listen, you're legally allowed to like 100 gex, but you're not allowed to put them on in the aux card. If somebody hands you the aux in the car, you're not allowed to put them on. This is an artist that you enjoy from your bedroom, okay? You know? I'm sorry. It's like totally fine. Because here's the thing, I've listened to exactly this music, but it was on like MySpace like 16 years ago. A democratic poet aside. As I say, like, listen, love what you love, like what you like, man. I'm fucking here for it, baby. But, like, don't listen to that shit in public, bro. I will fucking rush you. I'll ergot you in real life, man. You're playing a dangerous game when you're handed the aux card. You don't fumble the bag. You don't fumble the privilege by putting on Money Machine by 100 gex, okay? Me personally would play Penis Music. Penis Music is another one that I love. I love Penis Music, right? But I also would never put it on the aux card for fear of death. Oh, Rush. Listen to Rush. Honestly, God, just listen to Tom Sawyer, please. If you're in a car with anybody over the age of like 30, just put on Rush, man. It's like the freest Kakona W or Kakona ever. Bum, 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 bam, bum, 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 bam. Can we make this happen? Oh, come on. His hit me, but him hit me. His him hit me, but mine's him hit him. My 33-year-old ass is feeling attacked right now. What do you mean? You like Rush? What's the problem here? Who, like, I mean, like, you can like not love Rush, but who hates Rush, man? Just like when you hear their, you're not just like, damn. Well, basically, what I'm saying, I don't mean to have like 100 gex catching strays in my chat here, but you know, he's a very divisive artist that a lot of people are like, you put it on and it's just like, you know what I mean? People are like, Whereas, just know your audience. That's all I'm saying. Know your audience. If you've been given the gift of the sacred aux card, it's not a privilege that you can take lightly, okay? It's more of a burden. Honestly, it's more of a curse. What's your opinion on Jamiroquai? I very much like Jamiroquai. If somebody put on Canty in the car, it would take everything that I ever could possibly have to not get out the car and do the Napoleon Dynamite dance to Canty. Who hates Jamiroquai? I don't like. Once again, I've never met a Jamiroquai hater in my life. I just don't think it exists. It's just not an artist. You can like not like Jamiroquai. It might not be your taste, but nobody's ever hated. I don't think anybody's ever hated the band Jamiroquai, man. If you put on Maximum the Hormone, What's Up People, which is like the ending to Death Note, I believe, or it's the second opening. I can't remember which. It's definitely not the first one because that's people would be like, bro, what's wrong with you, man? But that's also because people weren't ready for, well, people weren't that fond of screaming music back then necessarily as well. Is it second OP? I'm glad I remembered that though. Honestly, man, so you put on Maximum the Hormone in the car, and then somebody's like, damn, what song is that? And then you say, oh yeah, this song is called Choo Choo Lovely Lovely Choo Choo Lovely Muni Muni Mura Mura Prim Prim Baron Nuru Nuru Rero Rero. And then they're like, excuse me? Put Jamiroquai back on, Daniel. Okay, yes, mother. Yes, mother. If your mother or father or your legal guardian ever gifts upon you the aux cord in the car, that's your cue to put on the songs that they like. And this is something that I don't think it becomes aware to a lot of people. If you're not driving and you're the one that's in charge of the music, your job is to put on music that the driver likes. Your job is not to put on music that you like. And I'm sorry, but as somebody who doesn't drive and has regularly been the holder of the scrolls in the front seat, I take my job seriously, and I'm fully like, no, this is what my job is. I am the one who makes sure that everything is in order here. I make sure that all the songs are bangers for the driver. It's as simple as that. First thing I put on is All American Rejects. If I was driving, I could respect that a lot, you know. Rush is a dad band. If you feel like you're too young for Rush, it's because it's 100% a dad band. It's one of those dad bands like Duran Duran. Like, it's just one of them. Greta Van Fleet. Never really listened to Greta Van Fleet. As I say, is it like a super group that's like comprised of members like Temple of the Dog type shit? I don't know if I'm like that 30 pilled that I have not only like gone deep into the minds of like the entire back catalogue of Rush, but also the spin-off sister bands and then any super groups that members of Rush happen to have joined. I don't know, I think I can help a lot here. Okay, no, not with that damage. Holy fuck, man. Football? Why did I say football? I didn't have a reaction, so I don't know. One time I played Baby Metal in my dad's car, he was like, this rules. Yo, dude, that's fine. If your dad likes it, respect. It's also the passenger's fault if the driver misses a turn. Hard disagree. Honestly, man, like, my brother, I've bought my brother like 3 GPS devices, right? Sat navs to put in his car over the last 10 years for his birthday. He has not used one of them. And you think that the hint would be obvious, you need to use this, because he's one of these guys that's like, no, I know Glasgow like the back of my hand. Proceeds to take the worst route of all time, gets lost, doesn't know where he's going, drives fuck first into oncoming fucking like gridlocked traffic at any given moment. Doesn't like, even though like fucking Google Maps will tell you, hey, there's roadworks here, there was a crash here, there's gridlocked traffic bumper to bumper here. He's like, nah, I know this city, except I don't know it. Apparently, if I'm driving between the hours of 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. and or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I know these streets. I've just never experienced, I don't understand society. That's my problem. I don't have a clue how society even works. And how, like, office hours work, and how, like, school rush exists, and, yep. Whoops, I suppose. Ooh, bumpy. Well, crap, he might get away. Nope, he won't. He not might get away. He do get away. I don't know what's been going on for the last, like, 14 minutes. I've just been talking, and he's been playing himself. I can only assume that that's a good thing. I can tangent, and I've barely... like, the champion already feels, like, familiar enough that I don't have to put, like, a crazy amount of, like, thought process into him. Seems, like, very beginner-friendly. That sounds like I'm insulting how basic his design is, but that's, like, a compliment for me, I would say. I know these streets. That's me. I know these streets. But I've never been behind the wheel on these streets before. Knock back. I got you, Chief. Oh, fuck. I don't have you. Oh, I have you, but I don't have me. I don't have me. Ah, he's gone. Look how fast he's going. AP Malphite's fucking cranking it, man. Oh, fuck. It's the Village Soccer Bunch. Oh, my God. Oh, the Village Soccer Bunch. I want to see soccer commentator Roos. I think I would be the least... Here's the thing, man. I like watching competitive card games. And I think poker is probably the closest you can get to making... Well, it's a tough one. Sometimes poker commentary is really boring for no reason whatsoever. But especially, like, commentary of, like, video... Like, you know, TCGs. They tend to be, like, kind of lackluster. They're just kind of explaining the outs and what they are, and just like, yep, this is good, and they should have this, and this is what they're gonna do. But I think I'd like to hope that I'd be like halfway decent at commentating over TCG stuff that I'm aware of. Like, I watched Digimon stuff, and I'd be like, I'm bored, and I love this game. How's that possible? I love this game so much. You could do anything to get me excited about this, and it would work, but I'm not. Sometimes Pokemon can be like that as well. Magic the Gathering, sometimes like that. Football, though, I would definitely just be like, I couldn't name 3 players that still play football right now. Like, all the old players that I would know, like, oh, is Maradona still playing, man? I don't know. He retired like 20 years ago or something. I don't know. I wouldn't say that like they're not good commentators, because obviously, like, when it comes to like League of Legends casting, for instance, there's like roles that exist, right? So it's like your color caster and your play-by-play. So your like the play-by-play is supposed to be the hype, essentially the hype man. They are like just quickly screaming, oh, Galio, he just punch again. Oh, he drops a ton. 3-man ton. Kieran comes in. Oh, Milio's gonna hit him with it. Breath of life, and then all that, and then after they're done screaming and rap godding into the Maradona's dead. What the heck? 3 years ago. And then after that person's done screaming, you know, the color caster comes in, and they basically break down what just happened, but like in a more analytical thing. And I feel like when it comes to like commentary on card games, there's not like a tremendous amount of action. It seems like everybody has stabled themselves in the like, we're all color caster like pen. Everybody is so like just analytically brained that that's all they're talking about and that's all they're thinking about, right? And I guess the Pokemon, like, you know, they're very much like, we're a friendly company. Like, if you say fuck on a League of Legends broadcast, like, nothing's gonna happen to you, right? Because as long as it was a hype moment. But like, if you say that on a Pokemon broadcast, like, there was a thing where like the Pokemon company like posted a thing, and it was like Pikachu on a TikTok, and it was like, if you're happy on your motherfucking note, clap your motherfucking hands. And then somehow that got posted on like the official Pokemon TikTok. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was pretty funny. Ooh, get knocked back. Ooh, get dead. That's a really good tower dive deterrent. I don't know if anybody remembers seeing that TikTok, because like, obviously it was like the Japanese branch and they don't speak English necessarily very well, and they certainly don't speak good enough English that they could understand the very fast English that happened to be swearing in it. So they just posted it and people were like, Pikachu, you got some explaining to do, mister. It's probably the funniest TikTok that the Pokemon company have ever posted, but unfortunately not intentionally. I cried laughed at that video. It is a banger, like, and you can't deny it. It's such a banger. Ooh, okay. I gotta tell you, you got a man coming in on you here. I didn't really want to be party to that gank because you were just chilling. You're staying in your lane flourishing, but looks like you're getting out anyway, man. I'm not saying like I'm more like likely to buy into the Pokemon franchise because of that video, but like I was saying like last stream, like I'm somebody who I find perfection and imperfection with everything. I find I like flaws in everything. I don't like perfect things. You know what I mean? Like, so like when a company makes an oopsie like that, let's be honest, it's not like a scandal. It's not like it's just a human error. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. Like, there's clearly people behind this. It's not just a faceless corporation. It is, but you know what I mean? My brain just goes, ooh, I like the flaws. I like flaws in everything. Except my blood diamonds. Sorry. Milio's pretty cool, man. I can kind of AFK him. Not in a bad way. Like, I feel like I'm sure there's nuance to what he does, but he's an enchanter. There's only so much nuance you can have on like a character like this. I'm still forgetting to press certain buttons and all that jazz, but I'm enjoying playing him, but also not having to take up like 90% of my brain's CPU power, you know? Like, I'm not at a RAM deficit by playing this character, whereas sometimes I'm like, I think like the first time I played Samira, I'm like, brain's I'm overclocking my own body, man. Ooh. Heal it, you boy. Ooh. I wish it was like Ivern, where his like shield explodes at the end, but not quite. Ooh. I'm going this way, man. Right, who do I kick the ball at? You motherfucker. Ah! He's still coming! Why is he still coming to me? Ah! Ugh. No! That tiny little fear was just enough for her to get the E off. Oh, man. You know what? You live. Ooh, little boy! But his rip that dog in half. Rip that dog in half. Ooh, I'm in trouble here. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I'll keep you up. Keep fighting. Just keep fighting. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep on ending up the last one alive. I don't know how this keeps happening. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. That's a nice catch. Ooh, my ass. Did I get Warwick out there as well? I don't think I did. I got feared. I was just trying to get the double chase cleanse onto the Zyoli. I think I overextended way too hard there to try and cleanse both of them, and ended up just walking into Warwick though. That's pretty dumb. That was a good game though. I had a great time. I even tried to do top runs. Okay, I don't know what I was doing there. I think it's because I have Aoki as my support. The heart was there, but I don't know. You got me hyped. You got me hyped. This is bad because Aoki's just off the back of like, I don't know if he's finished with it, but he was doing the ADC climb. And I don't think it's made him appreciate ADC any better. Do you know what I mean? Probably, maybe, possibly, quite possibly the opposite effect, where he's like, yeah, you know what? I did some climbing with this role. I know I hate that role. Just wanted to confirm. Just wanted to confirm. Like, you know, like you hate a game or you hate a movie and you watch it again just to check if your tastes have changed over the last like couple of years. Like, Oh, I don't like sun-dried tomatoes, or I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. You have one and you're like, nope, yep, still hate it. Still hate them. I talked to a woman today. It was great. Good stuff, man. That sounded sarcastic, I assure you. Like, here's the thing. It takes a lot of this to talk to strangers, man. I have to have warm-ups on the nice guy that like runs the corner shop around the corner from me before I feel like I'm legally allowed to speak to other human beings. Like I have to have test runs with people like before because I you know, I'm somebody that might spend like a week indoors without communicating with anybody else that isn't Maisie, and you know you speak a different language with the person you spent, you know, 7 odd years with. You're not speaking the same language you would speak to a human being like in Tesco. So I'll have to have a couple of test runs with human beings before I'm like, all right, I'm ready to be let out into the world and actually speak to people. You know what I mean? I really wanted that t-shirt that's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that Captain Holt wears. It says pineapple slut on it. I really like that t-shirt. Anybody would like to send... I have a P.O. box. If anybody has a pineapple slut t-shirt that they do not wish to wear anymore, perhaps their parents or significant other have said they will not go out in public if you're wearing it, then please. P.O. box is in the description. I've never announced my P.O. box that I have a P.O. box before, but if you have a pineapple slut t-shirt that you don't want anymore, I have a P.O. box. For the sake of the heels here. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. It seems to be good stuff. I haven't got a shield up though. Blocking? How are we alive? What's happening here? You ever think like when they made the Sistine Chapel and he was just like, I'm gonna just draw a bunch of dicks on this thing as a joke? I need to bring it back up again. I'm trying to bring it back up. I don't know where the line is. I don't know where the line is. Okay, okay. Oh, bring it up to the cranking wagon. I'm just gonna do this for the heel, because quite frankly, they've got nothing that's really worth CCing, like stopping from being CCable here. So I don't know what to say. I have got nothing up here. This is a shambles. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was. You know what? I had exhaust, man. You know what? You're actually right. I had exhaust and I did use it. I was looking at your HP bar and I wasn't looking at other things that mattered more. Excuse me? Well, isn't that just a bit of a shambles? Okay, I'm going to use this here. A bit selfishly, might I add. But still. Ooh. Ooh! I was this close! I don't think it would have shielded. I think the EQ would have done more damage than my shield would have done, but... Poopy. I'm kind of insulted that I'm not been on already, you know? But it's no big deal. You know what? I'm fucking taking this kill. I'm taking this damn kill. Wait, oh, I got double. So where are you now? How the fuck? How that's? Wait, how that's done me? I'm standing here. Are you serious? Calling shenanigans on that one. W me, I can hit turret. Yeah, looks like it. Only with rapid fire proc though. I haven't put as much points into my W though. Like, if I put more points in, you may be able to do that a little bit easier. You know? Oh, dude, he flicked a minion. Ash's ass flicked a minion forward, and I knocked I hit the ball off it. It's like fucking going in, man. Kiana is like 100% flanking her asses right now, but I'm just slightly worried. Okay, okay, well, I was even ready with the cleanse there, but you just disintegrated, I'm sorry. They won now! Run! Get away from me! Greyfriars, Bobby. Please. Okay, oh, dude. Ooh, big shoot, big shoot, big shoot. Oh, but no! I fucked up again! I'm sorry. Sorry, it's like 1:30 AM. I don't like this one bit. Ooh, bouncy, bouncy. Sorry. Okay, that's a bit deep. Okay. If you gave me a couple more seconds, I would have had flash there. Could have followed that maybe slightly better, but I did not, and I could not. Okay, I got so low. Wait, that could be worse for sure. Drop that. Man, the shooting and the healing and the healing and the shooting is very crazy. Very, very, very spicy. That was not the most two-sided game I've ever seen. I'll be honest with you, but no. I had fun. I don't think the enemy team did. I don't know. Milio cool though. Milio very, 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 very cool. I want to see what oh, I can't because they skipped the stats thing. Okay, maybe I can check after. I feel like I was shooting a lot that game. I did have 29 assists, so there is maybe some evidence to back that up. 6k damage. That's not really what he's here for. Healing done. 12k healing. I did more healing than I thought I would. Is that only available when you're in the post-game stats? That's fun, especially when it doesn't work. I felt like I was empowering you quite hard there, which is something I don't necessarily feel like I get to do, even on enchanters quite regularly. But still, yeah.